Entrepreneurship is hard. 80% of small businesses fail within 18 months. And that doesn't mean that the 20% that are succeeding are, it's a walk in the park. It's not all rainbows and unicorns, believe it or not, in the world of entrepreneurship. If you line up 100 people, 7% of those 100 people, random sample of society, is going to be clinically depressed at that moment in time. What do you think the percentage is for entrepreneurs? Because I think arguably we could say it's got to be way less. Entrepreneurs have way more freedom, right? We can do what we want, when we want, how we want. If you were to believe Facebook posts, is that every entrepreneur in the world is actually sitting on the beach right now with their laptop making money while they're frolicking in the sun and the sand with their, sexy husband, wife, family, whatever the hell it happens to be. Because clearly that's how entrepreneurship works. It's always like that. But in all seriousness, that myth of the joy and the ease of entrepreneurship is just that, it's a myth. Even though we might argue entrepreneurs should have a lower rate of clinical depression, the truth is entrepreneurs have it higher. And not by a little bit. Entrepreneurs have it higher by a tremendous amount. 7% is the average. However, if you're an entrepreneur, you are incredibly fortunate. Your number is almost 34%. Entrepreneurs are 5 times more likely, 500% more likely to be clinically depressed. Those two statistics, the failure rate and the depression rate of entrepreneurs, is actually nothing more than symptoms. And I am willing to bet that it's true for every single one of you listening. God knows it has been true for me much of my entrepreneurial career. It's a symptom of this: our strength that keeps each of us engaged in this process, which is our independence, our desire to contribute, our capacity to take risks. That's how we became entrepreneurs. And good Lord, I admire that in each and every one of you. However, the truth is, for most of us, our greatest weakness is our strength turned up too loud. And that's what happens for entrepreneurs. We get too independent, we get too lone wolf, we get too lone ranger. We're going to reinvent the wheel because our wheel is going to be smoother and rounder and go around better. But the truth of the matter is we end up wasting an inordinate amount of time, and we end up isolating ourselves, and we end up making our businesses 10 times harder than they need to be.